My name is Styles Mckay and this is Styles Studios, and today I'm going to be helping you find your style to create your personal brand. Do you struggle with expressing yourself through your personal brand? Are you unsure of how to find your unique style and make it work for you? In this video, we'll explore tips and strategies for finding your style and creating a personal brand that truly reflects who you are. I've been studying, researching, and creating content for about 10 years now, and this is the time where I've learned the most after taking trial and error, failed attempt after failed attempt. I'm going to be breaking this video down into 5 simple tips that are going to help you understand where you need to be to create your brand and also develop your personal style to your personal brand so you can start and attack high and efficiently for you to create something successful for yourself. Now, the first step in this is going to be to embrace your authenticity. That means being true to yourself, not caring what people think about you. All of these tips that I'm giving you are actually just my own personal information that I put together to try and give it to you in a deliverable way so you can find the ideas you need to put together to create your personal brand, and trying to show you that it's possible for you, because I used to not be able to do this. I would not be able to be in one of the most popular areas at Sunset in Santa Monica and sit here and skate around town, put my tripods everywhere and shoot content. That did not exist, because at the end of the day, no matter what you do, good or bad, wrong or right, people are still going to have some type of judgment, whatever they feel is their judgment towards you. So you have to go into this fully able to realize I'm authentically being myself, and that's what matters the most to me, and that's what's going to define your personal brand. Your personal brand should be a reflection of who you are, and you should be able to see this clearly through the titles, your thumbnails, your content, your message, and everything that you put out. My message is to be able to help you turn your imagination to reality, because that's how my dreams have been, is taking my imagination and finding out how to turn it into the reality I want to live. Remember, this should reflect who you are and not who you think you are. And that's going to be the difference of being a successful influencer, YouTuber, content creator, whatever you want to call yourself. It doesn't matter. It's all an artist. It's all an artistry. And this is going to be who you are down to the core. Take some time to reflect on your values, your interests, your skills, and the things that make you happy, and overall your passions. These are going to be able to give you a basis of what your brand is about, the messages you put out, and also the things you need to do to realize what is your why. Finding out your why is going to be a big factor in creating your personal brand. Tip number 2 is going to be identify your style. If you can't tell, I definitely have a unique style that I like to incorporate with cool edits, bright colors, fashion, style, lifestyle content all together, and put them into a unique way to form information for the viewer, to help you in the ways I know best, not to talk out of a boundary that I don't know, and stick to the things that I do know and at least feel I know, and give you that real authentic version of who I am, because that's the things that I love and like to do. So when I give this to you, whether it's in a format of talking or editing, you will still see some type of style that I have formed that is on a consistent basis no matter what the video is. Now, to be honest, for me, it took a while to identify my style. I had to try a bunch of different things. That was what helped me build my style. Being able to create the style that I create now that you're watching. And I don't mean style just in what I wear. That is a big factor in it. My clothing expression is a big factor in my content creation. But also, when I say style, it's the way it's delivered. Whether it's editing, branding, the message, the voice, the niche, whatever you want to call it. I try to be more niche-less. I don't like the niching down category, but I do think developing a good personal brand doesn't necessarily have to have a single niche, but just something that overall hits these core values to identify the style that works best for you. And don't be afraid to mix and match different styles to create something new completely. And that's, I think, what I've done is deliver these talking head videos, but also be able to deliver some nice editing in between it, some engaging content, but also informative information for you. Tip number 3 is to build a cohesive brand image. Now, this is very specific when it comes to this. This goes into some extra research, finding out how to design your social media platforms, designing your thumbnails, creating your website, getting into merch. That's further on, but yes, you know what I'm saying. And this is going to take a little bit of research, finding out your color palette for your brand, your website, your social media, and your logos. All of these things are going to be able to identify your personal brand to the viewer a lot more clearer, so they know the consistency they're getting and they also know the message you're delivering. Choose a color palette that reflects your style. Choose an editing style that reflects your message. Tip number 4 is to incorporate creativity and style. What that means, stand out, make something different that you don't see all the time. This can mean incorporating different photography, different videos, different type of perspectives of editing, different POVs of the camera angle itself. And this is really going to allow you to create some great content and be able to deliver that to the max scale, to develop your personal brand, to not just the message you're saying with your words, but the visual concept of your content. It took me a while to figure this one out, but I really found the colors and the vibe and the overall aesthetic that I want to deliver. And now I'm happier than ever, because that's one of the hardest things to do, is really how are you going to take your message and visually create it, also while representing the things you want, but still making it interesting for the viewer. Now, like I said, the past 10 years have been a wild experimental phase where I've been trying everything. Different tips, different videos, different niches, different vlogs, different editing, and different me's. I've changed obviously a lot through the past 10 years, and I think that's the most amazing thing about it, is that I've seen my own development within this phase. So I am delivering this content to you to hopefully save you a lot of that time and those errors, but don't be afraid of the journey, because everyone's on their own journey, and this is a very important part of your personal brand, is the story. And number 5 is definitely being able to use storytelling to connect with your audience. Just like me right now, I'm giving you a lot of personal details to the back situation of my personal brand and how I've gotten here, and that's going to develop a lot of connective, relatability and trust between your viewer. The reason why the storytelling is so important is because that's going to be able to tell a story that someone can connect to, someone can feel, someone can trust that, whoa, I've felt that before, or I've been in that place and I'm looking for answers just like they are. And that's going to be able to develop and build a stronger brand for you, attract a more engaged and loyal audience, which is what you want, because they're going to carry you the rest of the way to the top. Remember, finding your style and creating a personal brand is a journey, not a destination. Just remember that. You're not going to be able to build a successful personal brand tomorrow or the next day or possibly even 6 months from now. But if you put in the hard work and put in the consistency and just trust yourself and love who you are and love the message you put out, this is going to be the fundamental structure of your brand. So from 6 months to a year, you will definitely start seeing good results, building your brand, and hopefully faster than other people, because this is the purpose of this video, is to get you ahead so you don't waste a lot of trial and error and get the right information so you can do the most you can in the right amount of time. Ending this video off, I would say definitely keep experimenting, keep trying, and formulate your personal style. And that's what I'm here for. Styles Mckay is here to help you find your own style through creativity, to turn your imagination to reality, here to create our own style together. And I am putting myself forward to show you that it's possible. And with all these tips, tricks, and techniques that I've put together using my style strategy, I'm going to be delivering this to you personally every time. Thank you for watching. If you do want to see more content like this, definitely hit the like button and the subscribe button. If you do have any questions on building a personal brand that I did not mention that you're curious about, definitely please comment down below. I would love to answer them for you. This is a whole new chapter, a whole new experiment, and a whole new journey for all of us together. Thank you so much for watching. Styles Mckay with Styles Studios. I'll see you guys in the future.